Welcome. This is Jane Gardner, and welcome to Solopreneur Success Strategies. Today, on World Domination Wednesday, we're going to be talking about customer-focused selling. We've already been talking about it for a while, but I thought I would try a part 1, a part 2, and a part 3 for you with some examples of customer-focused selling, just to give you an idea on what I'm trying to talk to you about. But we'll talk about that in a minute. But if you need to know what we were previously talking about, you can go to my YouTube channel at jgtips.com/YouTube and subscribe there and check out all of my World Domination Wednesday. As well, there is Mindset Monday and Get Your Message Out Tuesday, which is about branding, and Thursday is about skills and knowledge you need as a solopreneur. Friday is about free software and tools you need as a solopreneur. Saturday is about the systems you need as a solopreneur. And strategy is on Sunday. So it's a 7-day-a-week Solopreneur Success Strategies, and I hope you find them of value. So right now we're going to talk about me, I guess, quickly again. I'm Jane Gardner, and I work with my husband in our structural engineering firm for the last 20 years. We are home-based in Western Canada, structural engineering office, and we have dogs and cats, and I am an artist, and I came onto the internet about 3 years ago to help others learn how to have their own home business and get the freedom that they deserve for having their own business. So today, as I mentioned, it's World Domination Wednesday. So we're going to be doing some examples of an idea on the selling. So let's get started. And first we'll start at the beginning rather than the end. I'm all about imperfection. So we've been discussing who are your customers, and we've looked at how to identify who your customers are who want your solution. And who are your customers? Your customers are those who want your solution to their problems, or they want your solution to fulfill their desire. So we've been talking about that for the last couple of months, so you can go back there on my YouTube channel and see some of the other previous discussions. They're quite important because you need to know who you're looking for in terms of how to use it to learn how to do your messaging and learn how to sell to them. So I have a course called Who is Your Ideal Customer at jgtips.com/customer profile, and it's 6 days of emails with training videos sent to you with worksheets and questions for you, as well as some question and answer webinars to find out how does your business solve your ideal customer's need or problem, how to define who is your customer, do the research to find out who they are so that you can craft the messages that will attract them to you, as well as use tracking tools to measure your success of how you are doing in terms of attracting people to your business. So that's at jgtips.com/customer profile. Now there are over 3.4 billion people, I think, by now on the internet today. So of those people, you should be able to track your customers worldwide now that you have a larger market on the internet, and so it's always good to know how to attract them. So that's why we do the ideal customer profile, even though I'll discuss in a few minutes that there is no ideal customer, just the customer who wants your need or solution for their problem. So far this World Domination Wednesday, we've looked at who is your customer. You know who are your ideal customers. So far, you know what they want that you can give them. You know where to find your ideal customers from your research. You know when and how they like to buy because you know where you can go and find that out. And then we also looked at what is the ideal customer experience when going through your business and how to develop an ideal customer experience so that they'll come back and buy from you again and again. So you know how to provide some of the features of an ideal customer experience. For those who missed those episodes, you can catch up on them at jgtips.com/YouTube. And so now we're discussing how to convert prospects into customers. And this is some of the research that we've done in order to figure out who are our customers. We've defined who they are, the age group is, the demographics, the location, the gender, the income, the education. We've looked at their personality, attitudes, hobbies, and values. And we've also looked at some of the media so that we can find out more about them, including magazines, TV, movie, websites, social media, government research, and white papers. And we've also looked at Facebook as one of the resources, as well as Twitter and other places where you can find out about their purchasing behavior. When do they buy? What is their strategy? What do they use? Is it mobile or desktop, etc.? What are they looking for? What do they enjoy doing? And what are they using currently, so that you know who your market is, as well as who your competitors are. So that's your ideal customer. But in certain scenarios, in most scenarios, of course, we're all humans, so of course we all have our own needs and problems, and it is possible to have a need and problem of more than one customer profile. But the ideal customer is the one who will convert easiest to buy your system or solution. So we're going to continue on with the discussion and talk about who is your, why certain people could be your same customers. For example, a mother who's looking to earn some extra income while the kids are in school, a mature woman who's wanting to earn some extra income while she's retired, or a working woman who is tired and fed up of her current job and would like to have control over her life by having her own business. Well, these are all people who are my customers because they all want to have a home business, but they all have different needs, of course, and they all have different ways that they want to do it, and they all have different time limits as to how much time they can put into it, etc. So, but in the end, they all are my customers. So depending on your product or service, they may be all your customers. Even though there is an ideal customer, there are still certain ways that people can be your variety of customers. So there is a secret to understanding whether a prospect can be your customer. I am a CRG, which is Consulting Resource Group Associate. I have gotten the training to understand personality development, and they have a model for the personality based on the idea that we are both nature and nurture, and that we are born a certain way, and then of course with our lifestyle, whether it's our teachers, our crises, or our emotional events in our life, whether it's our health or our religion or our self-worth levels, these all things come together to create your personality. But in the end, underneath it all, you have different factors which affect who you are. So according to the personality development factors model, each person has these 4 personal style factors in them. This is called behavioral, interpersonal harmony, cognitive analysis, affective expressive personality, but at different levels of each with all of our life experiences, also affecting us to make up our personality. However, there are traits to the 4 personal styles which can be detected with knowledge and experience, such that you can adapt to another person's personal style for a better relationship. Now, I know this is somewhat new to you, and just take it as a fact for now. We'll be discussing further later how you can learn more about personal style, but there are certain things that you can do to detect who a person is just from having a conversation or meeting them in person. So according to this model, the customer-focused selling process, first you are received as a customer by a business. Then your salesperson, yourself of course, since this is your business, you discover what your customer who's come in to visit you wants, and then you confirm that those needs or wants you thought they were wanting are actually the needs and wants that they actually want by having a deeper conversation with them. And then you make presentations on offers on how you can help them with their need or wants and be the solution to their need or want. And then, of course, then there's the purchase, and then there's the confirmation of this being their solution to their needs or wants. And most importantly, there is follow-up afterwards to keep a long-term relationship with your customers in order to get them to buy from you again and again by developing a deep relationship. Now, this is in comparison to the old-fashioned way of the relationship between the seller and the customer. The traditional selling used to be short-term. Used to be that the salesperson would persuade the possible customer, then manipulate the customer in terms of giving them facts or figures that they might feel that they want to hear. And then they would use a presentation that would razzle-dazzle them, and then use a canned spiel about all the features and benefits of the business or whatever it is. They're just thinking of this first example, the used car salesman as a model. And then they would overcome the objections of the prospect to buying what they want them to buy. And then there would be a power close to make sure that the prospect became their customer, and that would be it. There would be no follow-up. There'd no be relationship. There would just be, this is one thing to sell, and we're going to sell it, and then they sell it, and then the customer is gone. So in terms of that, that's certainly a different relationship now. Now it's more focused on the customer and having a long-term buyer-seller relationship, because of course that means you will be buying and selling over and over again with your customer. So we've had a look at this previously, so please look at my YouTube channel if you want more explanation. But your personal way of viewing the environment around you and reacting to it is the foundation for your sales style. So your sales style is unique from others, just as your buying style is unique from others. And if you know and understand the variety of buying and selling styles in this world, you will be able to interact and work with anyone in terms of their buying or selling style. So you can adapt and shift your sales or buying style to match your clients or to match your customers, and this will build credibility and trust with them because you are more like them in terms of their buying style, if there's a customer, of course, or if you're a customer and the salesperson is adapting to you're more amenable to having a relationship with them rather than running away. So let's see. So what are the characteristics of those customers you find easiest to work with? We've had this question before. And what are the characteristics of those customers most difficult to work with? Now, I was going to just use an example today of a group coaching concept. For example, you are able to, with this training, be able to understand by listening who these people are from the things that they say through the training that you can use to adapt and shift to them. But let's say that you have a group coaching scenario and you're talking to a person on the phone about their possibility of them coming into the group coaching with others, and it's live and it's interactive with you. And of course, there's all the personalities that are involved on the phone. You guys never meet, but of course you are always interacting. Well, what you want to do is to listen to the person and ask yourself certain questions as you talk with them. This is, of course, on what is called a strategy session, when people come and talk to you about your business and whether they want to come into your group coaching program. And so if you, for example, This is just some simple examples. But if you, for example, have someone who asks you the question, do you have templates and step-by-step for the program that you are going to be training in, then you know that's a certain type of person and a certain type of buying style. For example, that would be one comment. Another comment from another buying style would be, what are the other people like in the group? Now, well, anyway, we won't discuss this person, but that is another buying style. For example, they're more knowing who the other people are in the group is more important than actually finding out what the results they will get. I need to do this by this date. Can you fulfill this promise? This is another type of buying style that you can detect and understand who they are and then adapt to their situation and buying style. Or another person who says, oh, this sounds wonderful. What do you think about it for me? So this is another person who has a different buying style from, well, obviously from the other people. And if you are aware of what these buying styles are, then you're able to detect what these people need and want in terms of their own emotional or buying style, feedback to them. Obviously, this isn't in terms of what the actual program is. This is about them as people and developing a customer-focused relationship with your buyers so that you are able to adapt to them and shift your style to their needs and have a better relationship. So if you're able to do certain techniques and able to answer their questions that they are talking about, you will find that they are much easier to deal with and want your services. So this is another concept that I know it's a bit difficult to understand, but just briefly, that was brief. And this could actually be very successful for you on a strategy session if you're a coach or an educator or a trainer. It certainly has been eye-opening for me to learn about this. So there are 4 different buying styles, of which each of us has one more dominant in our personality than someone else. And detecting a person's buying style, you can be more successful as a salesperson with training. One of the biggest factors, of course, additionally, that certainly you can start doing now is being able to listen and understand what exactly this other person is saying rather than just talking at them. Listening is a very important trait of being successful at selling. So I have a course, of course, at You and Your Sales Style at jgtips.com/p-style. So that's PSTYLE. In this course, we do an assessment of you. Well, we don't. You do your own assessment, answering questions that gives you the definition of what type of buying and sales style you have. And then knowing that, and then having training on what the other buying and selling styles are, we also have techniques and trainings on how to shift your selling style, as well as determining what your customer buying style might be, and then understanding why this is so important in terms of selling is basically credibility. If your possible customers know, like, and trust you, and they feel you are credible as a salesperson, they will certainly trust you further in terms of buying from you. And then there's action plans that can be developed to use anytime you are in a buying or selling situation to detect who the people are that you are selling to and how to shift yourself and your techniques and what you say to their buying style. So that's at jgtips.com/p-style. And you know what? I forgot to put up a card for my other thing that I am doing. I have office hours from Thursday to Sundays at, well, obviously on Skype, where we can talk further on this. If you want to just get more questions answered about your sales style and how this works, and you can book time with me, about 45 minutes for free, at jgtips.com/chat. Sorry, I'm trying to remember what it was. It's jgtips.com/CHAT. And there you'll have a booking calendar, and you can book some time there. And we can talk by Skype or on the phone further on this, and see where you are and how this might help you in your business. So I better put a card up for that next time. Next time, I'll try and figure out of another scenario about buying and selling and how this works in terms of your selling and buying style. So this is Jane Gardner at jane-gardner.com. And if you want to know more about me, you can go to jane-gardner.com programs to see some of my programs. Thank you very much for listening. And please subscribe, comment, or like, whether here on YouTube or on my website. Thank you.